Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm gonna give you guys my late video on a recap review on the new episode of Akagami no Shirayuki-hime. In other words, you could call it Snow White with the red hair, which is on episode 9. Now, this episode right here, I actually had some fun times with it, though it looked pretty simple in a certain way. Though it had some major importance the way how it was done and how it was shown to the audience. If anything, if you look at it carefully and analytically. So if anything else, let's go. Okay, at the beginning, of course, we have to it that Zen's doing his work as usual. Shirayuki's like sobbing off that alcoholic drink that her teacher made her do, which is supposed to be a joke, but it looks like she cannot hold her liquor. And I'm thinking in my mind right now, like, this girl is like, what? Not somewhat of an adult or something. She's like close to being an adult, but you expected her to like hold it out. She never done alcohol before. What do you expect? The way how healthy she is in appearance. Eventually, as the episode continues, we have to it that Obi is supposed to keep an eye on Shirayuki as she's kind of drunk a bit and wants to go to a certain place. But Obi on the other hand gives the details to Shirayuki like oh, that if you're talking about the fort where like Zen's supposed to be suspended from 6 months from it, which is something that Shirayuki brings up the topic about because she thinks she's bringing Zen down. However, Obi gives her confidence, giving her like confidence, saying that the fort is doing fine. Here's the proof. Take a look at this. After reading a couple things here and there, well, not before we have a spy in the castle that Obi managed to track down and so forth, and turns him into the guards, which is pretty good and cool. Good thing about Obi, he did it that way, and so forth. Besides all that, when I see the first half, it's most likely Obi and Shirayuki getting to know each other and talk about the fort here and there. And Shirayuki, on the other hand, is really drunk and passes out after like having a couple steps and having a little long talk with Obi. Speaking of the first half, which is like the way how I look at it, just like Obi and Shirayuki, we get to know the second half about Zen. Zen, on the other cases, is remembering like a couple things here and there, and he has to go to Obi right away. But on the point of view of Hitsude, on the point of view of Hitsude, or the chaperone of Zen, or the bodyguard of Zen, Mitsuhide, he ends up remembering the spear that Atri gave to Zen, and he remembers back how Mitsuhide had to like kill Atri. And there was a moment between Zen and Mitsuhide in that backstory that they gotten a little closer together, and Mitsuhide says, "You're gonna find a lot of people like that in the world. But eventually, as you become prince or responsible for a country like a kingdom, you're gonna find a lot of people you're gonna love and trust and care for. That's how life is. The way how Mitsuhide like explains it to Zen. Zen, on the other hand, says he knows that, but at the same time he'll become a better prince. But at the same time he's gonna be stronger too, which is a cool thing. Even Izana was eavesdropping a bit. And of course, we have a moment where Zen managed to find Obi, and Obi explains to Zen that Shirayuki is passed out from drinking alcohol. And they have a little small bonded talk with each other. Even Obi's surprised that he gotten some kind of like certificate or some kind of like how you say it, like entrance key or whatever you want to call it, like certificate, for example. Keychain certificate, whatever you want to say it, to actually be in the castle. Even Obi's like, hey, are you sure you want to do this or something? It looks pretty hard. It looks pretty like ugly to me. But Zen tells him like don't worry about it, okay? Even though like I want to protect people important to me, I seem to have my bonded trust with you, and you have to keep an eye on Shirayuki, blah blah blah. And it shows Zen's growth in here, like as I enjoyed to see. And when I looked at Zen in this episode, it seems like he's starting to grow as not just as a he seemed to like he started to grow, not like back then when we looked at his backstories, he used to be hecka weak mentally and physically and possibly academically, but eventually, he ends up learning these things and grew as a person to where he is right now. Now I look forward to that. As for Obi, you know, he is still a little suspicious, maybe the way how he dresses in the way how I perceive it, but he seems to be a trustworthy companion for now. So yeah, that's about it for this episode. One thing I like to say is like I like the more backstory about Zen and how he grew into what he is today, and there's like I also like the conversation between like Shirayuki and Obi, you know, getting to seeing Obi like still keeping an eye on Shirayuki and protecting her, and along with like attacking the guards here and there, you know, attacking the spy here and there. So far, I think there might be a couple flaws I might have find in here, though. Like it just depends how it was done, you know. But I don't think it's much of a big issue. I don't think I could find any in there, maybe because like I was so focused on like how the episode was done and so forth. And I think it came out pretty well done, if anything, you know. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So expect that one up maybe in about like a little bit late or so. Until then, I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Right? Peace out. Bye bye. Toot toot toot.